Good evening and welcome to the Scott County Historical Society. My name is Kathy Clare and I'm the director here. And I welcome you to the first ever Scott County Historical Society. We're hosting the debates for the county commissioners. And thank you so much for showing up tonight. I really appreciate it. I encourage you to take a few minutes when we have our break to look around the exhibit tonight. This is a brand new exhibit called From the Hill to the Valley, Landscape and Politics. So thank you very much. And thank you to our moderator, Joe Hellkamp, and to our timekeeper, Lori Hellkamp.
Thank you. Let's just get started right away. Chris, your 3-minute opening statement, please.
I'm Chris Olson. I'm a candidate for Commissioner in District 2. I want to thank Kathy and the Historical Society for doing this. This is important. It's exciting. This is a good forum for this. I'm going to be brief. Initially, when I came in here today, I was told I have 2 minutes to do this, and now I'm a little bit more relaxed. Now I've been told I have 3. But I was born in Texas, San Antonio, Texas, 1963. And I followed my parents up to Minneapolis-St. Paul at age 3, and where I eventually graduated from Minneapolis Southwest High School. At age 22, I was hired as a police officer at the Prior Lake Police Department. That was 1987. And about 5 years later, I was promoted to investigations. While working in that capacity, I worked extensively with the Sheriff's Office, the jail, Human Services, the County Attorney's Office, probation, and court services. I have academic degrees in law enforcement management, and most recently, a master's degree from University of St. Thomas in Public Safety Administration. There are 2 very special ladies here this evening that I'd like to recognize. This is my wife Beth and my stepdaughter Ellie. Ladies. My son Curtis is 7. He's around the corner here at Grandma's house, and he has assured me that he's going to watch this on cable in favor of SpongeBob. We all reside in Spring Lake Township, not too far from Lydia. People have asked me why I'm running, and my response to that is as follows. Since that courthouse was finished, I have been trying to get a key to that west entrance, and have been unsuccessful in my attempts. So this is my last effort to get a key for that west entrance. On a more serious note, I understand the issues we are facing are important. It's important that we find creative and innovative ways to maintain the current level of service to the residents of Scott County. I understand the importance of attracting and retaining and expanding business and industry toward the goal of keeping Scott County financially sound. I want to be a part of the team that can utilize creativity, innovation, and hard work towards achieving our goals in these difficult economic times. My personal motto has always been continuous improvement, and I have a vision that Scott County will continuously improve despite the financial challenges we are facing today. Thank you.
Tom, your 3-minute opening statement, please.
Well, hi, my name is Tom Wolf. I also am running for District 2 Scott County Commissioner, and thank you to everyone for coming tonight. I'm sure there was maybe some better things to do, but this was nice for everyone to come here, and thank you for putting this on. It's a nice process to go through. Give a little background about myself. I was born in Jordan, Minnesota. Lived in Sand Creek Township, 1963 is when I was born. And I lived out there until I was 22 years old. After attending Jordan High School, went to Mankato State University. While I was going to school during those years, I worked at an apple orchard called Minnesota Harvest Apple Orchard for 14 years. I started out at the lowest rung on the ladder, and by the time I was done, I was on the highest rung on the ladder. But after getting my college degree, I decided that 100 to 120 hours a week wasn't in the best interest of my health. So I went out looking for a job. Got a job at a computer company for 3 years where I was purchasing and sales manager for a company called AccuData. That taught me a lot about saving money and making money for people, because when you are purchasing for somebody and they get a commission off of the spread, that makes a difference to people. That company closed down, and I started working right after that, about 2 weeks later, for a company called American Express Financial Advisors. I worked for them from 1993 to 2004 as a financial advisor. I managed tens of millions of dollars for clients invested in retirement plans, 403Bs, IRAs, education plans, and just regular dollars for people. So that gives me some good financial experience. Since 2001, I've served on the board of directors at Minnesota Valley Electric, and the last 3 years I've been honored being serving as the secretary-treasurer for that co-op. In 2004, after I sold my business to another financial advisor because 60 to 70 hours a week between my wife and I, each of us, was not very conducive to a good family life and seeing our kids. We felt like we were someone else was raising our kids. So I stayed home with my kids, and I actually wish that I had done it earlier. Been the best years of my life, I believe. So since now that they're in school, I have the time to do this. I have the time, I have the energy, I have the experience to be fully dedicated and serve in this position. And there are some big circumstances that are facing Scott County right now, and most of it, and it usually always has to do with money or taxes. And so taxes, roads, and preserving our rural way of life are my three biggest concerns. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Chris, our first question, what experiences have you had to prepare you to be a good decision maker on behalf of your constituents?
Well, certainly 22 years of law enforcement experience, I think lends itself to sound decisions. I make decisions as an investigator for the police department that are obviously very well thought out and not jumping to conclusions. I've made decisions throughout the course of my life. I would like to think good decisions, sound decisions. We make decisions as a family that are prudent and sound and responsible. And with respect to my experiences beyond that, I think that's a good summary of that.
Thank you, Chris. Tom, experiences that make you a good decision maker?
Well, the best decision I ever made was actually marrying my wife, Kelly. I know that sounds kind of sappy, but it was. But my main experiences are from being a financial advisor for 13 years for American Express Financial Advisors, dealing with people's monies, looking at financial statements, helping them solve problems financially. Also serving on the board of directors at Minnesota Valley Electric, where we go through a lot of money. We're a $50 million co-op. It's not a small co-op anymore. 20, 30 years ago, it was a $5, $6 million co-op, and now we're a big co-op. We're making big decisions. We're buying power at another supplier now. We're making policy decisions. I help negotiate contracts with the union, and those types of things make me a good candidate for this position. Gives me good experience.
Thank you, Tom. Tom, does the county do enough to encourage business growth? And if not, what could they be doing to encourage new business growth?
Well, I do think they do a good job encouraging business growth in some areas of the county. I think in Scott County, Shakopee gets a majority of the business growth. In other areas of the county, maybe Savage gets some. Prior Lake doesn't have too much. Belle Plains had a little bit. But I think they could do more to encourage some growth. How to do that? We have to make things easy and cost-effective for employers to bring their businesses here to Scott County.
Thank you, Tom. Chris, encouraging business growth.
I concur with Tom with respect to where business is succeeding in the county and where it's lacking. And you can look at where it succeeds and you can tell what's present there that's not present in the other areas that's lacking. And that would be infrastructure. Businesses will come if we can provide ways in and out, if we can move people. Business and industry will come, but you have to find a way to get them in and out of your area. So with respect to what could the county do to improve that, we need to get some better mechanisms to get people in and out of this area. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.